I'm too legit to quit. Keep bouncing, girl, keep bouncing. Keep bouncing, girl, keep bouncing. Keep bouncing, girl, keep bouncing. Keep bouncing, keep bouncing. Jump, 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 jump. The Mac Daddy make it hard. Jump, 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 jump. The Mac Daddy make it hard. 88 funny, 88 funny. 88 funny, 88 funny. 88 funny, 88 funny. I make a bounce on you.
Test the audio real quick.
Nah, that's on. I know how the audio works.
Oh, okay.
Not record, but you mind if I
record?
On IG?
No, hold on.
I ain't even asked this nigga a question yet. That nigga like, wait, hold on, son. Hold the fuck on. I don't know how you gonna portray me, son.
You can post without audio for like some behind the scenes stuff.
Oh shit!
You know, like
this nigga know how to do business.
Yeah, like,
No.
I was saying I never agreed to just have unedited footage just floating around of me saying something crazy because all I know, my luck, you gonna catch. You
got sponsors.
One thing
you got sponsors.
I got liquor people.
The nigga got liquor people. You hear this shit?
Potential sponsors, okay?
You hear this shit?
I gotta be strategic.
Oh man.
You hear this shit?
That's funny.
I know that's your brother though.
Like you said, don't ask me no questions trying to trash E&J. Can't do it.
He never. Wait. The funny thing is, he never gave me this promo. He never gave me none of this shit. We can't slander.
I can't slander my
you can't slander
brands.
the people.
The people that write
we
my
can't
checks.
slander the shit that.
No, don't do that. No, absolutely not. But what about Chris Brown?
You wanted to go to that early?
Yeah,
like, goddamn. Okay, we can't slander E&J. Thank you for giving me that.
On our products.
On none of the products. Easy Jesus. You know what? I think that was my spot. I don't know. All right. No. We good. I think we good.
The sun's still right there.
Oh, shit. You got to get in the sun, too. Light-skinned nigga. No. You're not the interviewer. I am. But listen. If I need you, I'm going to point to you. Tell me
hold it up or something.
You know what I mean?
Hold on.
Are we good? Hold on. This is all on. We recorded.
I can't do free promotion.
I'm just saying. I put this down too.
Hold on. Let's move the vapor rub.
Oh my gosh. This nigga's too exact. I'm complete. Let's leave the raw.
That's not my brand.
That's not my brand. What if I
got that? That's fine.
You don't give a fuck if I promote this nigga?
You can promote it. I'm just be like, quality.
Oh my God. Hello, people. This is Attention Whores Podcast, episode 482.
Woof.
The Golden Boy. And as you can see,
titled by himself.
What you talking about?
You titled me that.
You are the Golden Boy, nigga. Stop playing games like you ain't. Oh, Mama came. Mama came to check everything. Oh shit. I don't know if I should spark this. But anyway, this is Attention Whores Podcast, episode 482, The Golden Boy. And right now, I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, each and one of you.
Cheers.
I am in some resorted spot in Maryland. We can't tell you where or how.
With the fam.
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is making money and shit, selling liquor for a living and all that. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Bayesian cousin that I got here that I promoted last time. She in the cut. But that is the mother of this. That's the mother of this specimen right here. And this is my young cousin. You know what I mean? He goes by a lot of mantras. DJ Deej. I don't know if you go by your real first name.
Not really.
Not really, but
mainly,
in case that check come.
Simply Deej.
That check come, what that check say?
Check does say one down.
All right, then that's what it is.
Shout out to Pops, Junior.
Shout out, that's for the check. But you know what I mean? This is Attention Whores. I'm solo. I don't have my host with me. They're celebrating their Thanksgiving. So shout out to Bumpy. Shout out to Lydia. Shout out to Ralina. Shout out to my man Pease. And also shout out to Ak and everybody else that associated with me in doing this. And right now it's a family moment. I got my cousin Shawnee right here in the cut. I had her on the pod earlier. And I also have my cousin Lisa that was on the pod earlier, so they come to check out how everything go. So what's up, Deez? What's going on, nigga?
Not much. I mean, man, the last couple of years, it's when it
I'm
went
gonna put
from
that down. No sponsors.
it was some serious boys to men. So married, house, kid, boom, 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 boom,
You did
all
that
back to back to back.
in the last what 5 years?
Yeah, last 4 years.
Last 4 years?
Yeah,
I was close enough.
yeah, but pretty much every year was one of those things.
So that's why I call him the golden boy, because he did everything correct in the family, and I'm the complete opposite.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean? Oh, she wants to put
You
a
got the
finger.
peanut gallery
Oh
already.
my god, I got hands raised already.
I'm the complete opposite too. So you know.
Oh, Jesus
they're
Christ!
doing their pass.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that DJ had those mishaps that nobody knew because I was the one.
And that's
There you
what
go,
I
you
want.
sweep
Wait,
it.
hold on.
Oh, you're gonna hop into that?
Hold on. Because me and my cousin, I was at her house earlier, and we had a talk.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to talk about how me and my other cousin niece actually act comparison to you and some others.
Yeah.
And she told me that you would be compared as a, what did you say exactly? A better, not better person, but
You have a better personality.
yeah.
You know, like you sugarcoat things more.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
As I'm more political.
He's playing his role.
Yeah,
I already know
I'm
what
more
he's
political.
doing. He came up
But
in this
you have a
family.
way of saying things that your delivery is a lot better.
Than mine.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, like,
I
the
agree
way
with
I would
that.
flip it is that y'all are much more blunt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you know, it comes to your head, you say it.
Yeah, we're not looking.
I'm not always
So,
like that. I'm
yeah.
not always like
Well, you might write it, it comes out.
Oh, you right, the bluntness. That's why online, nigga. That's what I'm telling you.
It comes out. I got a filter, so if I
So
say
let's
something,
get into that filter. Let's get into the real nitty gritty, son. Go. Mama gotta leave when I said nitty gritty. All right. So let's get into the nitty gritty, man. Like, I know you.
Yeah.
But online, like you're like this man, he's a professional what?
I'm a sommelier, which is a wine and spirits expert.
Okay, so what more are we promoting that or are we not promoting
Not promoting it, but this is an Italian red blend. Italy's my favorite country for red wine. So we sipping on this for Thanksgiving. Feeling real good.
Red blend. Should I have that instead of my whiskey right now?
No, you started whiskey, so you just rock out.
I'm rocking
later
whiskey.
For dinner, we'll pour up.
All right, we pour up for dinner. But bust this. He put me on this whiskey actually, and he doesn't sponsor this, but I always sponsor this because you see this in my hand all the time, like it's fucking good. Henny or some shit. I don't really fuck with Henny. I fuck with Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. And I got on this due to him coming to his housewarming one time, and he put me on to this, and I was like, this shit is smooth, some good whiskey. It don't really get you fuck up unless you OD, and sometimes I do. I blacked out a couple times.
Yeah, if you just keep the bottle in your hand like that.
And I do keep the bottle in my hand like I'm fucking Dame Dash or something.
But I like it. This
or Puffy Paws. We ain't doing that yet. We got whole nother.
But that's a sipping whiskey. That's why I like it. You could pour it. I usually put one ice cube in it and just sip, and you just feel good. You don't get too high. You don't get too low. And you're just vibing.
Okay.
Vibing for the night.
You know what I mean? But yeah, this man, he's a professional entrepreneur of some kind. And I had the chance to some kind of mold him, of bring him up, even though sometimes he was afraid of where I was coming from with certain things. Because I was used to.
So we can get it. We can get it in that. So it's like,
go ahead, talk to me.
You know how to fit. You know how a family. It's not a lot of males.
We have a lot of females in our family.
We are a female dominated.
Yes.
Family.
Yes.
So
he's laughing, but it's true.
Yeah, so
there's very few men in this family, and the very few men that are in this family, they may not have been
the best role models.
And that's why I call him the golden boy, because he kind of did everything that we were supposed to do.
Me coming up, I had his pops, him. I had my uncle for a little bit.
What uncle we talking about?
Lawrence.
Oh yeah,
my mom.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Lawrence. Yeah. Well, he runs the guns. You know.
Yeah. And my dad was there's errors in my life.
Can we get into that real quick? Yeah. I know we're jumping all over the place, but your relationship with your father, you just talked to him on the phone.
Yeah.
What is it? I never
It
knew.
got a lot better when I graduated college.
After college?
Yeah, because when I became an adult and it was I no longer held in that I felt like he owed me something. Growing up,
You felt that.
I'm with a single mother. I'm looking at people with both parents. They getting different things. It's one income. I'm looking around and I'm like, damn,
Did you
bro.
feel like an outsider when you were young? You were very nerdy into yourself. Let's be clear.
Yeah. Well, I'm still a nerd.
I know
I'm
you
a nerd.
are.
But
But he plays like he's this flamboyant ass nigga.
Huh? No, like the thing is, the thing is that
He is a nerd.
nerdy became cool, and I
He is a nerd.
I
He's a
happen
nerd.
I happen
I'm a nerd
to.
too. We all know this shit. Like, it just depends on what you're nerdy about.
And what happened is I benefited because I just think the era.
Yeah, he
I
came in
benefited
the
in the right era
time.
when nerdy became cool.
Yeah,
You gotta think
when
about
I was born in the 80s, nerdy
Yeah.
was looked down upon. That's when you had the jocks and you had the nerds. And
Exactly.
we was the losers and the bums and whatever. But now we run all the
when
technology.
I was in high school, you gotta think people was jerking. That's when the Vans and all that got cool, and then anime, all that started to be like you didn't have to hide.
Yeah.
Like you was like, oh, that was out front. You could do that and still go at girls and still play sport. You could just do all that. So I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd in terms of like academics. I took that very seriously.
Yeah.
So, but what I will say, and I talk about this with my sister, but same way. We moved a lot.
Oh, okay. So originally, when you was a baby, you was in Baltimore.
Yeah, well, I was a baby. I was in New York first. When I was born in White Plains, Westchester.
Were you?
Yeah.
You're not on camera.
You're good.
You're not on camera. Now
now
she wants it because I'm not on camera.
Yeah,
that's why I don't hide from who I am.
I was born in Westchester.
I bet.
Until like 2. Then when I was 2, moved to Baltimore.
Okay, keep talking. I'll text shit while this happens. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Moved from Baltimore. Stayed till Baltimore until like 1st grade. And that's when we was like in like morning circle. I was going to like the blue school. I forgot what you. Then moved to Jersey, and that's when I spent a lot of time with this dude right here because we lived approximately 150 feet away from them.
Nigga counted the feet. I don't know if he got the sunlight anymore. Nigga counted the feet.
But yeah, I was in and out of their spot because I live right there.
You lived in the same complex
same
apartments,
right
across the courtyard.
Yeah.
And at that point, as a teenager, what was I? I'm like, you was born in '92, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a
so we moved back.
So I'm a teenager. So I'm in my 20s.
98, 99.
Yeah. So I had him around my. Oh, look at young boy. I took your picture, bro. You a superstar. His son looked just like him when he was a kid too.
Can't go on Maury.
Don't listen. I ain't say shit.
I couldn't deny him if I tried.
Listen,
if I tried.
His wife was gonna check this. I ain't say shit about that. All right. Oh wait, whoa. Let me put this out.
I wouldn't have him.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out. Here. No. If he want to come, I'll put it out just in case. I'm not gonna have him. You know what I mean? I'm not that much of a monster.
But but to go back to that, after Jersey, moved back to Baltimore, and then moved a couple times around Maryland. But I say that to say, me and my sister had a different experience, even though we were going through the same thing. Her moving around, us moving around, made it be like as soon as she got comfortable, it was like, damn, we moving.
Yeah.
For me, moving around was like, oh, I gotta learn how to make friends quick because I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. So I got good at like finding a little crew wherever I went because I was like, I may only have a couple years here. Let me get that. So
are you still cool?
That's how I got social.
Are you still cool with those people that you talk of?
Yeah. So I mean, actually, Kenju, rest in peace.
Shout out to Kenju.
Yeah, rest in peace.
My gangster ass motherfucker that I ain't know was gonna be a gangster. This motherfucker was doing. I guess we gotta talk about Kenju real quick. So back in the day when he was living in our area, I called him the cargo short wearing sandal, big head light skinned kid with glasses on. He would walk to Phelps Park. He'd meet his friend Kenju and they do whatever they do. Kenju and him grew in 2 separate different areas. Yeah. Kenju went
moved to Florida when I moved to Baltimore.
He moved to Florida, which you would think it would be opposite.
Exactly. Because he moved to a nice community too.
But he got into some shit. So shout RP Kenju.
Rest in peace, because he got out and actually
he got money. Wait. All right, talk to him.
Yeah. So he got into some stuff. Mm-hmm. But I used to talk to him. He used to actually call me from jail, and because I'd go on IG Live. and I'd see him pop up. And I'm like, yo, how are you? I'm like, what's going on? And he'd be like,
Let me
call you.
Let me ask you about your relationship because y'all were in two different lanes.
Yeah, we were.
So did he respect it? What was it that y'all had to talk? Because y'all came up as kids and y'all went this two different directions.
I think like how we came up and how we spent so much time together as kids, we kind of knew where our like foundations was, and so that kept it going. So he always respected me because he was like, "Yo, you're a smart dude. You can move some stuff." But we would always get in arguments.
Did he ever want you to get involved in his shit?
Well, not get involved in what he was doing, but he would always be like, "Yo, the regular way of doing stuff, which I was doing, go to college, get it done." Yeah, he's like, "That ain't gonna get us where I want to get." Like, and I'm like, "That's true, but it's also a risk that comes with that." Which now we see there's a risk that comes with that. And he got to a point where he agreed after he got out the first time, and he was like, "I'm trying to clean up clean my money." Yeah. But once you in it, it's hard to get out.
Get out of that situation
because like you got people around and
yeah.
But he actually finally got out of it just like 2 years ago. Got out of jail in 2021. I believe 21, but then got in a motorcycle accident in September.
That's goddamn crazy.
Passed away.
So it had nothing to do with what he was doing.
No, he was literally getting right. I was talking to him. He was like, he was getting into real estate. He was like, I'm gonna take all my dirty money, buy property. and
okay, like, Caesar. Calm down, Caesar.
But he wasn't taking nobody else's money. So
don't be envious of this shit. God damn.
But yeah, but that's a perfect example of we went two different directions, but we stayed cool. Like I was in college and I went to Miami for spring break.
I'm drunk.
And he came through and showed big love to me and my boys, me and my line brothers.
Let's talk about the line brothers, because you know me and the fraternities and sororities, we don't really mix.
Yeah.
I'm not really. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm an outsider from get-go. Yeah. I will walk the different line.
Yeah.
Just to be like, listen, y'all doing what y'all doing, but I see another way of doing it.
Yeah.
And you know, me with history and my upcoming, I was always on a different line. You know this.
Yep.
There was times when I used to break shit down to him, and he was a kid. He would break down crying and run to his mom because he was very Catholic or Christian.
Christian, I mean,
and I was running with 5%ers.
Yeah.
And it was completely different. And when I would tell him what I was going through, he'd be like, no. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it came to him getting into college and joining a fraternity, you know, let me see what ring you got.
No, this is my class ring, and this is my engagement. It's not a
man.
Yeah.
Sonic,
Nothing on me right now. None of I can see.
Your mom get mad at me when I bring that up. Like, he becoming a fraternity yet? I don't know. But nah, seriously though. So how? Like, I'm not really. The one thing I like about the fraternity is I think it's some kind of discipline involved.
Yeah. So,
like military.
Yeah. So
that's the one thing I don't have a problem with. But a lot of times with the
HBCUs, yeah, historically black college university,
it's still white schools.
Yeah.
They're still white schools. Well,
we were that, but something
I know.
Yeah. My school was PWI, predominantly white institution.
Really?
Where I went. Yeah.
This is
Maryland.
No, what's the name of the school?
University of Maryland College Park.
College Park.
Yeah.
Because I always think of
So
Georgia when I think of.
Oh yeah. You got Eastern Shore, which is an HBCU over on the shore.
Okay.
And then you have like Morgan, Bowie, there's a lot of HBCUs in the area. But my college I went to was a PWI because it's a state school, like Rutgers.
Okay.
But for me, the whole fraternity thing is going back to the family. There was a.
Are you sipping your wine?
I just refilled. You
okay. No, I didn't see that. I'm refilling now. Go ahead.
After Chardonnay. Yeah.
You giving out governments?
Oh, sorry.
No.
After my sister, outside of no, honestly, maybe Brandon on Uncle Henry's side, but there was a big lapse in
college
kids. Like,
oh no,
I mean, growing up, like, everyone was older.
After me and Troy, because I'm in the Troy era, because Troy is 2 years old, a year and a half older than me.
Yeah.
What's up, boss? Okay. Troy's a year and a half older than me, right?
Yeah.
And no, it's cool. It's cool. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
After that, it was a little.
But she's
But
85.
she's 85.
But then it
But
was
is Lashir in that bracket too?
yes.
Lashir's in that bracket with you, right?
Then it was nothing until 92.
You're right. You are correct. Brandon and you came the same.
Yeah.
No, Tyreek
Well, Tyreek
came
is a
using
year.
you. Tyreek came.
with
Brandon
me.
came earlier.
That's what I said. Outside
Okay.
of Brandon, I think it's like 88. Some here
Some
around
in
there.
that 87, 88.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
But outside of that, so I say all that to say I came up. It was nowhere really around my age group.
I'm gonna check to make sure we looking good. Go ahead. Keep
Yeah,
on talking.
close to me. So I was always looking for that like brotherhood, those like people close to me, which is why I had like my friends. So the thing that drew me about fraternities is one, that brotherhood, the network. Because I'm seeing it's the same thing about like when you got people who are pulling you up. You got a bunch of friends, right? And you like y'all chilling, and all your friends are talking about all the big stuff they doing, and you sitting there doing nothing. That make you like be like, hold on, what am I doing? Like, it push you to be like, wait a minute, let me get myself together. So getting together with other dudes that's really trying to like better themselves. That was something I wanted to be a part of, right? And then the disciplinary part of it, right? So I always understood gangs, like Blood Crips. I understood.
wait. We need to talk about this.
Yeah, like I understood why someone would join a gang. I was against I'm against like violence. I understood coming up in a poor neighborhood, you want a community. You want dudes that's riding for you, riding with you. I always understood that aspect of it.
Hold up. I understand how you got to that.
Yeah.
Because fraternities.
It's very parallel.
Any kind of group of individuals for a certain cause is going to you could like me put them towards
Classify
the game,
exactly. There's
depending
similarities
on how it moves. So I could see him understanding that after the fact.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then also the military aspect. So I wanted to challenge myself. And I was like, if I could go through, if I could get through this, then shoot, everything else kind of comes easier, especially when going through something with it. So that's the controversial part, mainly about fraternities, is because of the stuff you have to do.
My problem with fraternities is where it comes from. It has nothing to do. Like I'm all for black people getting together, and I know it's a brotherhood, and it helps you because when you're in that position, you could call your fraternity brother and say this, that, and the third.
I won't be out of a job ever.
Yes, that's the great part about it. But my thing is, I'm a history buff. You know where I come from. I'm trying to figure out how this whole shit work out, regardless niggas fuck with it or not. And a lot of times they don't understand that when I say even though you have a HBCU, it's still a white school. They built it. They structured it. It's just predominantly black students in that school. So when you have that, you're gonna bring that culture there, whatever culture it is. What happens with black people is we take whatever culture it is and we amplify it. Even though we don't understand where it comes from or what it means. So when y'all doing these symbols and all this shit, it means something. I deal with symbols, signs and symbols. That's what runs the world. So these are Greek mythology type symbols and shit.
Yeah.
They got it from Egypt or Kemet.
I'm about to say, let's talk about who they stole it from.
No, they got it from Kemet and they changed the name of Kemet to Egypt.
Yes.
Right? So that's where my issue
comes from. Where the origin of a lot of math that we do.
My thing is, if you're going to rep it, at least understand where it comes from and what it really means.
Well, so the thing is, so what I am, like, Alpha is the first one. 1906, but it's at Cornell. Obviously, a white school, Ivy League.
Okay.
When we're pledging, this is why, like, and people, you learn it as it go, but we had to read a book called Stolen Legacy. And it's about...
Oh, shit.
It's about how all that is stolen, because we use Egyptian, we use Pharaoh, we use all that type of stuff. But we talk about how Greeks,
but the Greeks took all that.
Yes,
shit.
Exactly.
They went to Egypt and learned from them, stole their shit, and made it some other shit. And now that's what my only issue is the understanding.
Yeah,
you know me.
Yeah,
Knowledge with understanding. That's how I start my shit.
But I think if you acknowledge it, if like, especially if you come from like where we are in this country and being like, all right, yeah, we wanted to get together and make a school, and even though it's HBCU, we needed money. How is he going to get it after
Well,
we got out of it?
listen.
Like,
We're set up
that
in a
happens.
situation where, yes, they run the whole system.
You can't win for exactly.
You can't win for losing.
You need an ally to even get anywhere.
There's a lot of black folk that got bread now.
Now, yes, but the history's already there.
It don't matter. History is history. That's done past.
Exactly.
So fuck the history. Let's start now. Put our money together so we can build something of our own for our own, not built on whatever the fuck they doing.
Well, the problem is sometimes why are we doing double the work? For example, Howard University. Now you got the Diddy's of the world, the Lance, all these
that. Don't say that.
Yeah, but it came from the world. But they're now getting more donors from black people. There's more investment from black people in Howard now, like in this year, than ever before. So it's not like, okay,
she's a Howard alum.
Yeah, don't tear it down and build something new just because Howard history is here. Like, no. We are mostly black people go here. We have black people come from this school that's doing great things. They investing back in it, and now it's predominantly what we doing.
But all right, I understand how that works. But the problem I see with everything, and that's just me, is we keep on trying to assimilate to what they are instead of just saying, all right, y'all are what y'all are. Let's take all the shit we have and build our own. Because when we did it in the 20s and 30s, they bombed the shit out of our shit.
Yes, and then even more recent, even Tulsa as it go, like
that's in that era. But I'm just saying in general, like I'm like a seed from Malcolm X. I believe in segregation, and I have friends. Let's
and this
be
is
clear.
this is a major debate of like what you do, because I understand your point. You're saying it's the point. It's like the Black Panther point. Like, we need to have our own community within here. Like, we need to just be apart. We don't need to assimilate. We need to have our own
shit, because every other culture has their own thing. They do. Other than black people, listen, let's be clear. Even the Spanish niggas, they can say they want to be niggas all day they want. They got their own shit they go to, even though it's based off white religion.
That's what I'm gonna say. A lot
it is based off white, but
this country is still.
You want to say Indians are based off white Brazilian? Indians,
no, but the modern Indian.
Yeah, the modern Indian, the one to be white. I'm talking about
the
Chinese,
the Chinese immigrated here.
The Chinese and the Asians still got their history.
Yes, they do.
To a certain point.
But the thing, this is the hard part. Our history is so effed up.
I see how you go through that.
It's so effed up and broken that it's not easy just to trace to be like, oh, China, Asia, hey, this is that. You know why Japan and China, a lot of those countries are doing a lot better in terms of like taking care of their people?
Go ahead, talk to me.
Because they're unified people. You go to Japan, everyone looks the same.
That's what we need to get. That's what I'm telling you. Listen, if we could get to just being unified on a certain point, just one point.
They're unified because of geography. They all look the same.
We are what everybody looks like.
So that's the next point that I have is you're saying they do their own thing, but no one has heightened a culture like us, even if we're within the system.
But
our culture, from hip hop to fashion to all that, is the most elevated thing in the world.
Yes, 100%.
And we're doing that within a system.
We create and move culture,
and we're doing that within
but we don't own it.
We don't. Because it's more.
We give it away. Resources. We give it away because we want to be like them.
I think we used to.
We do right now.
Black people have more wealth than we ever had. At this
That's
point.
right, but we have wealth working
because it's worked through. Exactly, we work through the system.
You're in a position where you're knocking shoulders with motherfuckers.
Yes.
Okay, so at the end of the day, even if you knock shoulders with these motherfuckers, if something happens to you outside of that, you will be looked at differently.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So we can't depend on that helping us throughout the time.
But you knock shoulders, you get in those rooms, you bring other brothers into those rooms, and now we have the resources to do all that, because now we're here.
We're not doing it.
We're here where we at.
I'm gonna put this out. So you getting me
It depends what you mean by doing it. How? Because I feel like you have a more extreme mindset of what doing it means.
Bro, all right. We're in a position, and we didn't even get through all this shit.
Yeah.
We're in a position where a lot of more black folks are able to touch money,
Yes.
tangible, liquid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing what we see the presser does, and we're following them. Get the money, stay to yourself. Fuck the community. Because let's be clear, when we say white people, they don't have to do anything. Because white is a state of mind, is not an actual, it's not a culture, or it's not a color.
Mm-hmm.
White and black are two different state of minds,
Mm-hmm.
right? That was presented in this social aspect to hire and belittle one.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Let's be clear. In the 60s and the 40s and 50s, being called black was looked down upon.
Mm-hmm.
It was looked down upon because we all knew black was a derogatory, negative situation,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you're dealing with that, right, you gotta understand that it's always going to be their way. It's not going to be our way unless we really come out of the shadows of it. We always want to be the white person. Ask her. I'm sorry.
No, but when you mean okay, but so what do you mean by we want to be the white person?
We want whatever that so-called culture is presenting, we act like them. We're more savage. The people act like black people aren't that, like, as humans, we're not that negative, but we're in negative situations and we're in problems where we're in poverty and we can't do shit for ourselves. So we act savage like the people we see.
Mm-hmm.
The people we see are the white man. We do that. No disrespect, E&J, love, all that shit. We ain't doing none of that. Yo, this is me talking, not him. He's just responded.
No, the thing is, the only real solution to what you're saying outside of working through the system.
Okay. Working through the system is what?
For me, working through the system is going up, getting to these rooms, getting some of these wealth from these people, and then investing in their own. So buying
Can
land,
we do that?
buying
Can we
things.
do that?
But we are in spurts. We just don't have think about Tyler Perry just bought half of Atlanta. Like he's filming all the stuff on there and that's just that's just like
a microcosm of what it is.
I
got you on
and
that.
like you're seeing that happen, but it's like no one has the wealth to just go ahead and be like, boom, let's just take it. So I'm like, what you're saying can only happen in a revolution.
Yes.
But
I'm that type of thinker. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But how do you do a revolution on the land of the oppressor?
You're right. You're right.
So
but my thing is infiltration. We have infiltrated enough and got enough money to at least start something.
I don't think enough. I think we got some. I think there's
okay. You might be right. You might be right.
That, like you bumping some shoulders, but
we still rely on it. We don't get. Listen, all right, we ain't gonna get into all this.
I just watched a TikTok this morning.
Fuck a TikTok.
No, there was an art auction. It was a Picasso from 1930. They started the auction at 90 million. Who was in the room? Only white people. It went for 130. They didn't blink. They on the phone. 100. Going once, going to 105.
They got it.
So you think our little 50 million?
So all right. Let me ask you a question.
When they spend that on
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question though. Should we stop because of that?
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
So what are you saying? Because if we don't start, we have to start at some point.
That's what I'm saying. We're building wealth. The community is building wealth.
But are we together with building wealth?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It means that, bro, if I know you're building wealth and I'm building wealth, I should be able to come to you and be like, yo, bro, we could put this together to start something. And a lot of times we stuck on building wealth. When are we going to start something? When motherfuckers ask me about the podcast, all the time niggas ask me, yo, the shit is great. I love what you're doing. But when you get to the butt, fuck the butt, nigga. Yeah. Because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You implying yourself into what I'm doing is great and all, but you need to do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. So what I'm telling you is when we're going to get to that point. Because
what I'm saying is it's a slow burn.
We got 20 some odd years of a slow burn, bro.
Because you look at like Tidal. I'm just saying there's examples, but Tidal is never gonna be able to compete with an Apple, Spotify. They just don't have the resources. And we came out here and did that. You look at these black-owned things that people come together to put in.
Stuck being slaves because they don't know no other way of changing it.
And I don't think no other way. People are just convenient. They're okay with complacency.
But convenience is gonna kill us.
Okay with complacency.
Yeah, listen. The way you keep people slaves is convenience. Because it makes everything easier for you. So when it makes everything easier for you, you're not going to ask any questions. Right. You're just going to go along with it. Convenience is going to kill us.
Right. But what I see is like you can look at it that way. People will go together, but why can't it happen on a smaller community scale?
Like what?
So we came up on whatever our parents got us. We should be in a better position.
That's true. Than what our parents saw.
Exactly.
I understand
the fact that I'm even having a child and my child won't have to worry about having to pay for his own school, having to do different things. That puts them in a better financial position, which a lot of these white people come in, they have trust. But what happens? Different things.
No, that I'm not going to knock you. The trust and everything is better than the will and all that.
That's what I mean.
Motherfuckers not on that.
And we start playing the game that way. That helps as well.
All right, and I'm not knocking you. Getting into that zone, but we gotta educate our people on that doing it.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Right? We haven't done that. And I understand.
100%.
But somebody got to put their neck out for motherfuckers to understand that something has to change in order for us to really go up. Mm-hmm. Not for us to fake go up. Yeah. Because we just imitating niggas that imitate us.
Yeah. But for me, I think the biggest problem is...
No disrespect to EJ.
People stick their neck out, but at the end of the day, we're still 14% of the population versus 66.
Do you believe that? Do you believe 14% is brown? Let's be clear.
Black.
No,
not brown.
Black is a state of mind.
Okay, let's even take that.
Because I'm not black, I'm brown. You're brown.
Yes.
You're brown.
Let's take the 14 and add the 10 Afro Latinas. Let's add the, even
I
though
hate Afro Latinas. Exactly. That's your fault. That's your reason for calling yourself black.
You're dark skinned Dominican.
Or brown.
You're dark skinned Cuban, whoever.
Yeah.
It still does not touch a 66% who already.
Are you serious? Are you serious? With all these white women, all these white women are on. Listen, these white women
are what?
They making babies with black men.
A lot of them. They.
I don't give a fuck if it's fetish or not. They doing them. So what? So even if this will be clear, the dominant seed is the black seed. This is shit I told you when you was 9 years old, bro. You know this, regardless if you believe it or not.
Let me ask you that, but
ahead,
no matter what the seed is,
go ahead, talk to me.
What environment are they growing up in? What are they being taught to?
It depends on the mother.
Exactly. So you said white
women
are doing
but if the mother is infatuated with the black seed,
that's why I don't agree.
Nah,
they can be infatuated by them.
Yeah. And then what?
They gonna go back to their daddies and their brothers and what they learn in terms of the culture.
After the fact,
when the baby's here and they raise them up.
It don't matter though. They still stuck on it.
When they say, "Oh, my baby needs a job," where they sending them to? Their white lawyer, doctor, father, and so
I agree with you.
Yeah, so
I'm not.
So that's not helping.
That's on the second cut. That's on the second scene.
That's not helping our cause.
That's the second baby. That's not the first one, nigga. That's not the first one.
Either that or they putting them.
I know some
trying
of them
to get them into NBA and NFL. That's what we.
I know some of them have.
We gotta get to more topics, but I know I agree with you saying. I think you're just more revolutionary than I am. I think you
definitely are.
Break through the
you definitely are. We had a call. She said that your delivery is better than mine, and I agree with you. Yes. I just, especially in my later years, after my father died, I became more recklessly outspoken because I was trying. A lot of times, I tell people, the times that I was with you were young, I was trying to be somebody that I think people wanted me to be, and I could never successfully be that. So in my later years, I owned up to being me, regardless if motherfuckers like me or not. That's why I don't go to certain places, because I know I'll be annoyance or inconvenience to that.
Mhm.
So I stay in my place and I understand what it is. I understand me 100%.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking to my sister about. That is that you got to get to a point where you're okay being authentically you.
Hence why.
Yeah,
Go ahead, go talk.
I'm
Yo,
saying.
say, nigga.
Hence why I wanted you to come with me to what I actually.
But yeah, but that's not the solution that I said.
What was it? What you wanted him to come to?
Her, the Friendsgiving thing, she wanted me to
She's
come.
mad stressed over
Yes.
Friendsgiving. Why are you
But
stressed?
I'm like, if there's an area,
listen, if niggas don't fuck with me, fuck you, and I'm out.
yeah. But she's saying like
That's me.
she likes the girl that's throwing it. She's like, that's her man's. Fine.
That's her
But she's
man.
like, there's other people in there that she doesn't feel that way about. So I'm saying, if I'm ever in a space where I cannot be authentically me, then I'm probably not going to want to be in that space.
That's correct.
Or if I have to be in that space, I'm going to spend a lot of time in that space.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'll be 100 with you. You're married.
Yes.
I have no problem with your wife.
Mhm.
Just let's be clear because she may think I have a problem with it. I have no problem. The environment which she comes out of, I don't mix with. So I know how I'm gonna be. So I take myself out of it. I told you that because I don't want to be in an environment where I can't be me 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's no disrespect or nothing, but I know like her pops is cool, her mom's cool, everybody's cool. For me being me 100%, where's my lighter at?
Yeah.
So that's why I do it. I know who will accept me for me and who might see an issue.
Well, to be honest, since we're on the topic, when I first met your wife's friend, I was a little nervous too.
I can see that.
I didn't know how they would perceive me,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to make a good impression on you and Simone, So
go ahead, talk to him, nigga. Talk to him, nigga.
Because I didn't want to, I never want to. What are you doing?
The mic is here, nigga. Talk.
I never want to be like an embarrassment, So
or inconvenience.
yeah. So
That's how
I feel where Corey is coming from.
You can't call me Corey on this shit. Call Paul, nigga. What the fuck you call me? I'm fucking with you.
No, so and I get that. I also think that there's you gotta see where the degree of separation is, and that's where, like, obviously you've come around, you stay with us. So Simone is my wife. We went to school together. Boom, boom. She knows my people 4 years.
She's a drinker,
and you have, and like you being
I hope she
you being my sister, you being my cousin. There's a certain thing, and you brought up marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you get together, you've been together a while, and it's for me. She has to have respect for me enough that the people that I love and respect are gonna get a respect off breaks, no matter what. No matter what happens or goes through, there's a level that is assumed because you respect me, and this is my cloth, and these are my people. So, and she gets that, So like, and then like that, and that's my person, right? So even if like her friends or like her upbringing is very different from mine, and it's funny because I pull up.
How different is it? I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I've been to the wedding. It was
well. One, she's
I think her mother likes me.
She's first generation Jamaican, so like they both her parents. So like both her parents. It's not like my grandmother from Jamaica. No, both her parents born and raised till high school in Jamaica, right? So like they both, and then they moved to Brooklyn, and that's where they met. So which is funny, which is funny because if you met like her uncles and stuff, you'd got along with them.
Where the uncles at?
One's in jail. One's still.
That's why they my type of
nigga. Deported. Still in Jamaica. But
I'm going back to Jamaica.
But no, either way,
that's what's up.
So they have a
I'm an uncle type of nigga anyway.
Jamaican immigrant, so that was different from me, right? Like Caribbeans do things how they do things. But I like like the music, the culture that
How
is
are
real.
you mixing in with that?
Yeah,
Like, come
like,
on, man.
I came up dancing, so I'm all with the like, I was in Carabana, so I'm on the road. We here with it, soca, reggae. I'm honorary at this point. That she always laughs at me. I'm like, I'm
Where
honorary
she at?
Jamaican.
Where she at? Let me see
Where she at somewhere.
Let's see where
But
he at.
when I'm honorary
See where
Jamaican
they
at
at.
this
We
point.
talking about you. I told her.
But yeah, but we talked about even when we was in college, like main differences. Her coming up with a 2-family household, right, versus me coming over to one. There's differences that you experience coming up, right?
Okay.
Financially, like she didn't have to worry about college. I had to take out, loans, do all that type of stuff. So it's like that. But we realized it's really about like the character and how you moving and what your aspirations are. So I'm like, as long as you're not looking down on me or like coming like, on me on like, oh, you from Baltimore, you lived in an apartment, da 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 da. Like that's what's
What did she
disrespectful.
say attracted you to her? Let's get into it.
Like for her?
Yeah. That she told you. I don't know because you ain't here, so let's not.
Yeah, she told well, one, she liked that I was outgoing. I wasn't scared to talk to anybody from any walk of life.
Okay.
Whether it was a white person, Asian person, rich person,
You
poor person.
was raised in an area where you could do that.
Yeah, I'm moving, I'm doing whatever.
Yeah.
Also just yeah, y'all know the same way. I'm just kind of outgoing. I'm not really big on people judging me. Like I go into places.
I don't know how to call it.
Like I walk into when I was I think I was 9 and you're 316. I just jump into the middle of the dance circle. And just like
the dance. That wasn't
oh yeah,
I recall that.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like if I'm getting joy out of it, then like I feel like that's gonna be contagious. Even if somebody be like, oh that's lame, that's cringe. Somebody gonna be like, oh, I'm fucking with his energy.
All right, we're gonna go into some shit here because I don't know what we talking about. But let's go to Chris Brown real quick. Chris Brown stuff double. What's going on?
Yeah. Well,
he loves Chris Brown.
I was an original Team Breezy member 05 as it went. Because like you said,
you're not no more.
I've fallen off in the past like 5-6 years.
Really?
Yeah.
When he came out with the quadruple albums.
It's just like when he just came, he just put his stuff out and going. He's still very talented. Like, he's one of the top people to ever do it. But what happened is I went and I'd listen to obviously the first album, second album, third album, and I was seeing what was going on. I was like, oh, you was hungry and you had a team what's going on. Now you already know where you at and you doing that. And I had to go to see him live.
Okay.
I'm an R&B dude.
He's an R&B. He's an R&B dude.
I'm an R&B dude.
Like,
so I'm like,
he's not gonna come to me with hip hop. He coming with me on R&B.
So I remember going to Chris Brown.
When it first come out, he on it.
I remember the 08 tour, to Take You Down tour for exclusive, and Chris Brown was
I went to that concert.
Yeah, like
I got free tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
And I remember him singing every day, dancing every day, and then I now know he's smoking too much, he's doing too much. Now he's lip syncing, he's doing all the. I'm like,
do you think he's on coke? You think he's on heavy shit? You think he's on
half of them is on coke? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I ain't saying Chris, nigga. I still need something with you. Don't worry about it.
And then the whole Rihanna thing happened, and that was like real hard because I was.
But you still was bumping them after that.
No, I was, but I'm saying, then he went to jail and like came out of it. Because at first when it happened, I was in denial as like a super. But then it happened, and I was like, okay, damn, what's going on? And I was off him for a second, and then this is the controversial part. When Rihanna came out with her album in 2012, she had a song with him called Nobody's Business. Right. And that's when I was like, she's fucking back with him. People could say, oh, Stockholm Syndrome. But I was like, oh, they good. He paid the time. All right, that's what we are.
All right, fuck Chris Brown. Selling liquor for a living.
Oh, yeah, that's what.
Let's get back to the business, nigga.
One, I'm in a family of alcoholics. I don't know how that
happened. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Nigga. We are some alcoholics.
I went to school for business, and I wanted to be in consulting. And
wait, hold up. Before, when you was in college, you was trying to be a dentist or eye doctor. Eye doctor.
Yes.
Okay.
I was pre-med my freshman
Why did the eye doctor shit stop?
Because I took organic chemistry, biology, and I was like, this is boring. I need to change what I want to do. And I was like, because I like the idea of it. And then when you actually start getting into like the coursework and be like, okay, well, I got 8 more years of this. You got to go to medical school, residency. And I was like, that's not for me.
Not what you want.
And then I realized that my passion was people. So and that had shown itself through my whole life from me wanting to
Like talking, like conversing. What are you talking about?
like relationship, being in front of people, selling. It's really like, and all that kind of came together. There was like salesmanship.
Yeah. I got
There's like, yo, you can sell yourself. You like being in front of people. Like you like
you're able to.
ideas.
He's quiet. He's very quiet, and like as a kid, he's very quiet, very to himself. But in his own like area, he shines. I don't know. It's kind of like me, but I'm on a different lane. Like I'm very, like, listen, you knew the people I was rolling with.
Yeah.
So you knew I played a certain position.
Yeah.
After a certain time, I'm just me now. Yeah. I don't play that position anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm very familiar to your uncle.
Yeah.
Just maybe without a family.
Yeah.
So with you, how did you get to being so relatable to people?
Yeah, because I realized, and it kind of came up when I was like a kid and through teens, is that I was interested in a lot of things.
Okay,
yeah. I was interested in a lot of things. Y'all know that. I was interested in singing. I was interested in dancing.
Yeah, you wanted to be a star.
I was interested in anime.
We played that song. We played a song.
Yeah. I was interested in anime. I was interested in sports. Right? Like when I was younger,
what you wanted to play?
I used to play Ricky and all. I used to always wanted to play basketball. I was at Philip Park. Yeah, so either ball. I ended up running track later, but my dad played baseball, so it was always kind of
shout out to senior window.
But I was always interested in a lot of things, and because of that, I'm in school. Y'all know the little memes y'all see was like at the lunch tables, and you got like the the popular people. You got the thugs, you got the athletes, you got the nerds. It got the point. I didn't know what table I belonged at.
I can feel you on that.
I really be like,
you wasn't popular in high school.
I knew everybody, but I wasn't popular. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
In high school, the popular kids respected me. Is that mine or yours? Okay. Oh, okay, my bad. In high school, the popular kids respected me, but I wasn't the popular kid. Okay, hold up.
Yeah. What happened? Oh yes.
We talking about a lot of shit.
Yeah, we hopping a lot of things.
No, we good. We talked about you earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't see him come over there?
It was good. It was good.
But
I don't no problem with
now we're talking about kind aggression. That we say, dude.
Like, we connected at your birthday when I learned she was a drinker.
I said, okay.
We went, I could roll with her. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
See, that's a dark spot. It's all love, sweetheart. It's all love. It's all love.
That didn't happen.
Oh. It didn't happen. Rewind.
And that's why I like Simone, because she could be a chameleon too. Because I know Simone turns up. Like don't get twisted.
All right, so cool.
But my bad. I just want to finish the point on the school. I didn't know what area I fit in because I knew people and I wanted to kind of know a little bit about everybody. But then I realized probably like junior, senior year of high school that like I could like infiltrate these groups and they fuck with me. Like I could be like, oh, I'm with the band geeks in the choir, which is like I'm in the choir already. But then I can go over here to the basketball team and football team. And I can rock with them. And like, oh yeah,
he's a chameleon.
So then I was just like, all right, well that means I must have a skill of relating to people that they feel comfortable around me. And so I kind of took that to college, and that's when like
and they're born into what your business is.
Yeah,
right
so then
now.
I started doing leadership positions like BSU and doing.
You know what's funny? So. I didn't know how good I was at being a leader until I was at a certain job, and they put me in a position where I had to be a leader to certain individuals because I've never been put in that position.
Yeah.
So when you get put in that position, you gotta figure out, all right, what do I know that could really work to get the job done? So like I can understand that situation.
Sure.
We was talking about phony versus real in delivery.
Yeah.
She considers that you would be more phony-ish in a delivery than I would be.
I don't consider it phony.
I didn't say phony.
Well, I considered it phony because you said sugarcoat. Yeah. So I said if you sugarcoating it, it's kind of a phoniness.
I don't look at it that way.
Okay, talk to me then. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Think about a relationship. You're dealing with a girl, not a relationship. You're talking to a shorty.
You fucking up already because I'm
No.
gonna say what I'm gonna say.
So listen, so y'all get in an argument and you really trying to get your point across.
Okay.
You just say the shit. How effective is that? If you just say the shit, how you feel? Like, be real. If you just
I just say the shit, right?
how you feel,
It might not work for me,
okay.
but I'm being real.
You're being real.
I'm not holding nothing
And you
back.
are being real.
Yes.
But what I'm pushing back on is the phony part.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna say how I feel, but I'm gonna say it in the way that I feel like you're gonna receive it.
Okay.
That's how I feel. So it's not. So I'm still saying my feelings.
But does that keep her in the same spot?
No, it doesn't, because I'm still criticizing you. But you have to.
But does she understand that though? She gotta understand your criticism.
Yes, it's the same thing if you go and you go to a job and you're a manager and someone's effing up at their job and you walk in, you could be like, "Yo, you fucking suck!" Like you did. Like why are you doing this?
I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, but you think is that gonna make you want to do better at your job?
No. But I'm gonna be
even though it's the truth.
You talking about a nigga that I talk to managers like
yes, exactly. Exactly. But I'm saying I manage people. If they come and they're not doing the job, I'm not being like you suck.
You're not putting them in a position where they feel so down.
Exactly, because I'm starting to be like what I'm starting with a question.
But is it going to make her be better?
Yes, because it's just it takes more effort out of me. Because I can't just be like boom, boom, boom. But because a lot of times I don't want to just get my point across. I want to understand
I'm not putting that in the comment. I'm stepping from the hill.
Look, I want to understand why you feel the way you feel and why you acting the way you acting. Because if I don't know why, I'm just letting out my frustration, and that's not helping nothing.
I got you on that.
And once I know why, then I can say something. So a lot of
why are we sugarcoating it though? Why sugarcoat it? Just be 100.
I don't know if sugarcoat is the right word.
But she's saying it's sugarcoating. Right? If you consider it sugarcoating, right?
If you mean so you can say
no, you say it's said in a nice way.
It's said in a nice way.
And I don't even say nice, but it is
a nice way.
It's a nicer way, 100%. It's a nicer way. But it's just a way that they're. Because I'm not
smoking. She can come out.
I've been in people get defensive quick. And when people get defensive, they close up.
What up, young bull?
Right, Kai?
You a twin. That picture when you have the afro, I think that's the picture I'm talking about. Right? Yeah.
He wants to get down.
His son came. Are we ending it? Because he can't. Let me see how long we got. No, I got some other stuff to talk about, though. Let's see what we got.
I heard. Y'all ain't hearing me.
We only got an hour. We can get a half an hour. Y'all ain't ready yet.
But I just realized, and you gotta realize, this goes back to upbringing. I've seen a lot of arguments between older people.
Yes.
As a kid.
Yes.
And I
have too.
Yeah, and I've seen divorces. I've seen where they lead to. I'm just saying that's the truth. And I see how those arguments. They real. They 100% real. Those arguments.
Because they being real honest with them at that point. At that point. But they was bullshitting before. Yes, they was. They was trying to be nice to the niggas. Hello?
No, I think some people deserve a harder touch. Depending on the situation.
I could agree with that.
Yeah, so I think
I'm just always harder.
Exactly. So this is how I feel. I feel like you just have one setting.
Because no. I have one setting because I've been put to that point because I tried to do a softer setting. It didn't work for me. I'm sorry.
And I think the scenario calls for different settings. I think there's scenarios that call
depending on
how urgent it may be, how bad the infliction or whatever is going on, how much I need a change or don't need a change, or just how significant it is. Based on all that, I could be like, stop everything. What the F? We keeping it 100. You keep it 100 with me. We need to just kill this right now. But if it's something that I'm like, all right, this could become something, but let me just kind of nip it in the bud right here. Be like, okay, it's not a big deal, but I'm just trying to let you know that this is an issue with me. But I also want your point of view because I may be seeing it different than you. Right. I'm not gonna pretend I'm the all know. Right. I understand everything that's going on. You live in a different life than I'm living a different life. Right. So let me hear your point, and then I could have a rebuttal and do something. But if I just come at you 100% how I feel,
I think I do that.
Then I may put you on.
I do that.
I may put you on a defensive.
I think I come at people 100% regardless of what it is.
And for you, it may work sometimes. But sometimes you do that shit, and then people immediately put their guard up.
So you don't
And
no,
they're like,
but I don't give a fuck at that point.
no, but now the guard's up. Now it's not productive. Now you're not getting nowhere.
I got you. I understand that. I understand that. But my thing is because of how I grew up trying to make sure that everybody was secure, and I was never secure.
Yeah.
So I got to a point where I said, fuck if anybody is secure with whatever they want to be, as long as I'm secure.
True.
That's where I got to.
So
wrong or right,
yeah,
I accept it.
So that comes with your wisdom from experience. But what I will say is a misstep that some people make is then taking the past experiences and assuming that on new people.
Passing.
You're like
you taking that energy for that
exactly
and
that energy that was built because it is
that could be a
on
situation.
new people, and that's like that. Sometimes they may not deserve that.
I can accept that.
Yeah, yeah. So like I'm just like you could call it sugarcoating. I just don't.
I had a lot of issues with trust and love and all that.
And it's the same thing. If someone cheated on you and you just take that to every little different thing, you may come to somebody who's like, "I've been loyal all my life. Why are you coming with me with this energy?"
But the females do that shit too.
And it's wrong. And they're wrong. And I call them out on that too. You can't.
That's true.
I'm like, you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like you, John, like Kayvon and Stefan. They're not me.
Growing up in Jersey versus Baltimore, we gonna go through all this shit because we already got an hour done.
Baltimore Club is the originator
of Jersey Club.
Everybody want to talk
about Jersey Club.
Yeah.
You start that Jersey Club.
Yeah, no. Everybody wants to talk about Jersey Club. Look, I respect it. I like it. I was riding that wave in college. Look, Baltimore. I was young in Baltimore. I learned the history.
You hear him say the Moors and the Moors and all that.
Baltimore is the originator of club music, like that we know.
Oh, word? You say club music?
Like DMV,
you might have an issue if I make this a clip. Yeah. You might have.
They tell me Baltimore club music. We know you're talking to that club music.
Okay.
That Jersey then adopted. Y'all made your own genre.
Oh shit.
Y'all made it your genre. But I just want look. It could be controversial. Clip this. I want them to know. I lived in both states. I live in Jersey now. Baltimore club music was the percolator. Like it was. Baltimore was doing it. Slide to the left. I gotta.
Selling liquor for a living. Selling liquor for a living.
Yeah. So I went to school for business. I thought I was gonna be in a regular business, selling, consulting, who knows what. I'm at a career fair. I'm talking to the people at the career fair, and
you said doing the eye job was boring. So
I switched to business my sophomore year.
Okay. Yeah. Because I remember you wanted to do that.
I switched to business, and that's when I realized I was a salesman. That's what I wanted to do. So I just didn't know what I wanted to sell. I didn't know what
you didn't know what you was going to sell. Yeah.
So I'm talking to the Lloyds, the JP Morgans, the big corporate that people out of college usually go to.
Mm.
But I believe as much as I'm selling myself to you for a job,
are they eating?
No, they can't be. No.
Oh, go.
As much as I'm selling myself to you for a job, you should be selling yourself to me as an employer, because if I'm good at my job, you need to convince me why I should come work for you as much as I need to convince you why I should work for you.
Okay.
So I wasn't getting that. They was like, oh, we're such and such company, and you can work for us. You'll hate your life for a couple of years, but they start to make some money. And I'm like, nah, that don't sound like something I want to do. So I was blown. I didn't know what to do. So I'm about to leave, and I see a sign that has a wine glass on it, and it just says Management Development Program. And I say, I'm a management major. I want to be developed. So I go talk to the lady, and you talk to somebody, and you ask them like, oh, what'd you do for work, whatever.
Yeah.
And they start talking about it, and you could tell they really fuck with what they do.
Yeah.
That was the energy I got. I was like, oh, okay, you really like what you do.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me try to start this. So everybody I interviewed with had that same.
So energy. How did you get to the golf courses with white? Yeah.
So that's actually funny. That's actually funny because I got the job as a sales rep, selling wine and spirits, and then I got promoted a couple years into manager. And at that point, you got to go on golf, outing because you're golfing with clients and to sell, and that's just where a lot of that stuff
that's
happens.
where all that came.
But I don't know how to golf. I ain't never golfed in my life. I'm from Baltimore.
But you was a caddy?
No, I'm trying to figure out. I'm terrible. I'm terrible and I'm upset because I'm also competitive. but I'm trash. Like I'm trash in this
Yo,
drink.
you trash at golf?
Like when I first started coming up,
Oh, you trash
I'm
now?
okay now.
Oh, you okay?
Okay, I'm still not good.
Okay.
I'm okay, but I was trash. Like, and I'm like, this is white privilege. I'm like, I'm experiencing it in real time because I'm talking to my coworkers. He's like, "Oh yeah, I grew up caddying." I was like, "What? What does that mean?" He's like, "Yeah,
How old
I
is
grew
you?
up."
How old is
No,
people?
we graduated at the same time.
Oh, so
but he's
he
a
was.
white boy from Philly, but he grew up like outside of Philly.
That makes sense though,
Yeah,
because he gonna get in that position where he could get. In
yeah,
that.
but we're the same age. And he's like, "Yeah, I've been caddying since I was 12." I was like, "Bro, what?" And he nice, and so he all the high profile clients is over there, and I'm like, "See, that's what I'm talking about." But yeah, I got into it, so now I'm in wine and spirits. I was able to win a trip.
You was working for E&J.
Yep.
Are you still working for E&J?
Yep. Still
Okay,
working for
but you're in
E&J.
a different position.
Yeah, people don't realize that E&J owns a lot of stuff.
What exactly
A
do they
lot of
own?
stuff.
What do they do?
So
Can we talk about it?
Yeah. Every 1 in 4 bottles of wine E&J owns. So
Every what?
1 in 4 bottles that you see in a liquor store of wine, we own.
E&J.
Yep. So
Is it? How do you know that? Is it just
exactly you wouldn't know unless you like knew on the barcode. We have a certain like number that we know that we own. Or the liquor store.
So they own a lot of the liquor that's being
a lot. Yeah.
sold.
So we go on. So think about Colorossi, the jug wine.
Yeah.
We own that. Barefoot, we own that.
You own Barefoot?
Yeah. La Marca, which is the Prosecco right there, we own that. We go into like liquor, so like E&J, we own that. New Amsterdam, we own that. Camarena Tequila, we own that. Diplomatico Rum, we own that. It's a lot of stuff. It's a big portfolio. So I'm not just selling that. I'm selling everything. And then we're also they also acquire wines and acquire different. The High Noon Seltzer, we own that. So only thing we're not in is beer.
What kind of? Just no beer at all.
We're not in it at all. We're in seltzer with High Noon, but outside of that, we don't do any beer. But we're in everything else. So yeah. So right now I work in innovation. So I work on new stuff.
How do you get to Issa Rae?
Innovation. So I went right into that. So I've been in innovation probably 5 months now.
Okay.
And Gallo, it's funny because 2020, a lot of people say 2020 was a crazy year.
It was a great year for me. I had a great year. I was in the best shape I was. I was getting the most money I was. I was great. I'm mad. Do another pandemic, nigga. We good.
Yeah. So
I'm good.
Go ahead. A lot of people was coming up. Unemployment, all that. But anyway.
I wasn't even on unemployment. I was popping. Nigga, the fuck are you talking about? Go ahead.
The whole George Floyd joint, however you feel about it, it put pressure on a lot of these big companies to be like, hold up, we got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We got to pay attention to black people. And a lot of people started hiring diversity managers and all these different things. But more importantly for me, it was like they started paying attention to the culture. So I do wine with Deej, which is separate from my job, where I do private wine tastings, where I link wine with the culture because I'm from Baltimore, and the way that I was taught wine is very.
You're from Baltimore, not Jersey.
Is a very old white male industry, the wine industry.
It is.
Yes, and so I've been to Italy. I've been to all these places.
Yes, this nigga travels. He just came back from where?
L.A.
Excuse me.
But I learned that I was like, okay, like let me get my respect from them, so like I understand what's going on. Are you
in a good position with the old white male?
Yeah, that's when I like pass my certified SOM and just be good at your job. But what I also wanted to do is I came back to Baltimore and I was with my boys and they was like, yo, DJ, teach us about wine. Like, what you been doing? So I started to teach it to them how I was taught it, which is mad dry and white and textbook. And they stopped me. They was like, bro, you from here. What are you doing? I was like, you right. I'm tripping. I was like, you right. I'm tripping. So I was like, let me go back. So I started to teach wine. I started to compare it to like hip hop and movies and stuff that like music that I was into. Yeah. And so once I started to do that, my boy's like, oh, yo, I get it. It's like, oh, you need to make this a thing. So that's what started Wine with Deej. Okay. And that's what started me going around because I was like, okay, I want more people that look like me to understand wine. Because I look at wine as the ultimate networking beverage. People drink a lot of things, and I'll tell you that people drink a lot of things, but you go anywhere, and you want to rub shoulders with anybody that's really doing something, no matter what they look like, y'all get a glass of wine and y'all talk about it, you in.
What kind of wine you got right here?
Right here, this is an Amarone.
Okay, you can't promote
Yeah,
it?
so no, it's an Amarone. It's a type of wine. So Amarone is made in Italy, and what makes it special is that they actually dry the grapes on these shelves before they go and ferment to making wine.
Okay.
But it has other, has Corvina in it as well, but it has other grapes in it. That's why I call it a red blend. But it's from Italy. It's a very nice wine.
How many times you been to Italy?
Twice. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Been twice.
Gotta throw that out there.
I want to get back. I love Italy.
It looks like niggas. Are they setting up to eat? I don't know what's
I think so.
I don't know.
But yeah. So look, wine was not what I thought I'd be in at all. But
from my understanding, he was gonna be an eye doctor.
Yeah. No.
That's what I thought. And then he just became the ultimate Henry Alexander of them all. The nigga's able to
do well.
The nigga's able to drink liquor or wine and sell it, and it not be a problem.
The funny part is that it's actually more strict because I'm in the industry. So a lot of people don't know if I get a DOI, you done.
Okay. So you
because
can't,
you're in the industry, because they're like, this is what we dealing with.
So you can't do any. You gotta be super duper.
You gotta be.
But that's understandable. But that's understandable. After you out of work, you can do what you gonna do.
What you mean?
When you're not working.
No. If I get a DOI, no matter what,
at any time,
I'm out of. I'm fired because they like you dealing with this all the time.
So you can't be all right. You could drink, but you can't drink. You can't
do anything illegal. I got an
anything.
Uber. I got an Uber.
Anything.
Because if I'm around so much alcohol all the time.
So you Uber.
I gotta be responsible.
I got you.
Yeah. So once I feel a little litty, I'm like, nah. Simone would tell you, I throw the keys to her.
Married life, but versus single life.
Boom. All right. Let me tell you, for all my dudes out here. Look, and I'm 31 now, so I feel like I'm
you at that age. You at that age.
Be single, do your thing, get your girls, do that. But what I will say is that being in the streets for a long time gets ghetto.
I guess I'm ghetto.
and look, you could say how you feel, but I was actually upset that I met my person so early.
Damn! Wait,
she knows this.
She knows this.
Yeah, because
no problem. I want no problem.
Yeah, because
she said, yeah, I want this nigga saying some shit. I'm gonna have an issue with.
And a lot of dudes would be like, yeah, I'm 19.
So you was in college.
I'm 19.
Let's college.
Yes.
Listen, I knew your little younger girls that you had a little Spanish.
Yeah.
Right? And then you got in college, and then I heard of this girl's named Simone.
Yeah.
And then you did, but you feel like it would have been not better, but you thought you was gonna have it where you met the person you was gonna really build a family with after college,
or at least at the tail end. So I'm just saying, at the time, you gotta put your mind into a 19-year-old dude who just got
trying to pop everything in the world.
That just pledged. Look,
no disrespect. I'm just being real.
Look,
I'm just being real.
Look, I'm saying, look. You know what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But you 19 and you over here like, oh, I'm in college, I'm about to do this, and then you meet this girl and you're like, fuck.
Now
she may be the one.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. This is 100. You met Simone.
Yeah.
You said, damn, she's bad. But also, does she remind you of mom?
Huh?
She remind you of your mom?
Oh, she's mad nurturing. That's
she reminds you of your mom.
We talk about what why you.
Because I'll be like, she reminds him of his mom. Yeah, I was like,
she's bad. She's nurturing, and what I found is, even talking to other people, it's like I fuck with her.
You want to drink?
We friends. And I think a lot of people forget,
no,
about that part. Like we crack on each other. We go back. And you know how Bob and Henry. Like at the end of the day, y'all getting whatever. But
You know my
we fuck each
situation,
other.
right? I've had situations with
Yeah.
people, and some person might be known more than others.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not together, but we are friends.
Yeah.
We are very like straight up with the situation.
Yeah.
Regardless of if
How
it
it
works
ended.
or not, or what happened in the past.
Yeah.
So I can understand and respect that.
Yeah.
So I understand.
So that's the thing is like for people saying like marriages, I think friendship is the root.
Friendship
like
is the
I
root.
have to fuck with you like on the end because like we're not always gonna like be like, oh my god, I love you and da-da-da. That's not gonna be a. But if everything goes apart and I'm like, yo, I still want to talk to you at the end of the day. Like I would want to talk to my mans or talk to whoever. Like you are my friend for real.
All right, we quick. Issa Rae,
That's
nigga.
why we
Fuck
here.
all the bullshit. Let's go to it. Issa Rae, nigga.
Oh.
You popping now, nigga. Fucking talk about it. I need some hits on my click.
Issa Rae dope as hell. Down to earth as hell.
Shout out. I'm gonna be tagging her in this shit.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
She did Insecure, and if you watched Insecure, her drink was Prosecco.
Prosecco.
At the end of the day, she was spanking with some vodka, for the most part, and she drank our Prosecco that my company makes.
Okay.
She wanted to do her own thing, so she went around, shopped it around a little bit, but it ended up working out. Coming to us, that we understand Prosecco, we understood her vision, and we flew out to Italy.
Look at that.
To where
talk about bullshit, man. Real quick, we talk out the Italy.
That was the birth of Via Ray, and we just launched. If you out there, Via Ray Prosecco is a Target exclusive right now. $19.99. You're gonna find it. It's like probably in 200 stores in New York and a little bit of probably like 40 stores in New Jersey. But we're gonna be nationwide next year. But look it out. But she wanted to come out, and what I love about it is it's authentic to her. She loves Prosecco.
What up? Come on.
We did what we had to do. And
shout out.
I think we're gonna keep this partnership for a while. But yeah, me and her was like, she really like a like friend around the way, like big sis type.
Okay.
So I think that's why she's so successful. She bring people with her.
So you have a connection with her right now.
So with the team.
With the team.
Yeah. But I met her. We talked. She's mad cool. She's happy that we had this partnership. Absolutely. So we got people on our team that's working with her, trying to expand Via Ray. And hopefully we could do some more things in the future.
Blowing up my pop's car.
See, I ain't blow it up.
Listen, let's talk this shit.
Yes, please.
Okay, so this is what happened. He was a young bull. What year was this? You was going to see your girl, which is your wife.
Yeah, so I had to be like 20, 22, something like that.
He came to the house. He asked my father for his car, which my father really gave out his car. Because trust and believe, I couldn't even take my girl back at the time. God damn it. My pop was like, yeah, take the car. He took the car. He get on 80.
Yeah.
At some point at 80, the car blows up. The hood starts firing
I hear it
up.
start shaking. And then I see smoke coming from the hood. So I pull over. And then I open the hood because I'm nervous. And then when I open the hood, the shit is on fire. So I run away. I run because I'm like, this shit about to blow up. I'm like, this shit about to blow up.
This is true story. This is true story.
The wind from the cars driving by actually like let the fire go down.
So the whole hood of the car is on fire. Yeah. He's on 80, pulls over. He runs off from the car, right?
Yeah.
The problem of the situation, not the problem, just the outcome of the situation is that when my father found out, he wasn't.
I was also surprised that he wasn't as mad. I thought
he wasn't mad at all.
The thing is, I waited like 30 minutes.
At all.
I waited like.
You're talking to a nigga that if I want to take my girl back fucking home, it would be an issue. This nigga was able to blow up a whole car.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was scared to call him. Because, so I waited on. Yeah, I thought he was gonna be mad. I was like, I didn't know how it happened.
This is Uncle fucking Henry.
So I waited like 20 minutes. Be like, what am I saying? What am I gonna do? I was like, fuck it. I'm on the side of the street. So I call him. And I'm like, hey, we did it, and he's cool.
I did it,
Yeah, and he's cool, and I'm like, all right, like, all right. I'm
come home. I'm like, wait. You mean this little nigga blew up the fucking car, right? It's in flames.
Yeah.
He gotta get a whole new car.
Yeah,
He gotta get a whole new
The whole
car.
front is done.
And he was like, it's okay. And he was going to go see his girl.
But
And I wouldn't, no disrespect to Simone. I just want to make sure that no. But I felt away.
let me add some context because I knew Uncle Henry a long time too.
Whoa, longer than me?
Not longer than you. But at that time, and you will probably, I don't know if you agree. Maybe you won't agree.
We might not have seen the same.
He got softer with age.
Oh, really?
For me, he got softer because you understand. I used to get beat in Cedar Lane. I used to get. I remember I used to get beat. Aunt Barbara and Uncle Henry. I used to get beat for being around.
For doing what? If I know, I'll ask.
My mother knows. Ask my mother.
All right. What they beat you for?
For lying, for being out too late. Because there was
that nigga stayed out too late.
I was, but I still got beat. I'm saying, I'm just saying, I got in trouble. It might have been deserved, but I still got.
You didn't blow up a fucking car and get away with it.
But at that time, I think he was getting softer because I was also scared to call him. But he got so when he wasn't mad, I was like, oh, all right, bet.
Wow. Do you hear this shit? You know why I'm just angry nigga I am. I'm sorry. I don't want to go to bed.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I've been off the wine. That's why it warmed me up.
Yeah, we warm.
You didn't get a glass. That's why you didn't get a glass.
Are y'all eating now? What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
What is ZD?
What's the progress? They.
Oh. Sorry, what we looking like?
What y'all looking like, nigga? It's Thanksgiving. What the fuck y'all talking about? Yeah, man. I don't know where we at. I'm trying to get everything done. Phony versus real. We did that kind of E&J. You work for E&J. Married versus like single.
We didn't do. I don't want to go to bed.
I don't want to go to bed. I had him.
In the booth.
He's a singer, right? You sing, or you sung?
Not I sing. I just don't make music. So
What thing?
Why stop singing?
Why you stop singing?
I feel like if you've been trying to be an artist, you gotta go full time. You know what I'm talking. You know this.
You know why I stopped? I'm not really rapping. I'm not really rapping.
Yeah, so
I'm doing this.
And I wanted to say,
even though nobody can see her. Go ahead.
Both of you are very talented. So when you decided to stop rapping, and you decided to stop singing, it just was like, for me, it was like, damn, like.
But let's be clear. Like, was anybody like really like running to see what we were doing? Like, I don't know about him, but me, I know for sure. It's like, oh, okay, Poe is just rapping. That's what he does. I get more promo. I get more attention off of doing the podcast because I stay in front of niggas' face all the time more than I do like doing music. I'll do music when I feel like it, but
for my brother, I was definitely looking forward to another album.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in that zone. I don't know if he's in that zone right now. What you gonna talk about?
Are we gonna?
I said I'm still very into music. But I don't know if I ought to make another album.
Chris Brown. Did we talk about Chris Brown?
We did talk about Chris Brown.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure. Okay.
But I'm in the R&B. I'm into music.
Right.
For me right now, the opportunity would have to come for itself. Because as you were saying, as I got better and better into the wine, it was making me more money, and I was traveling.
It puts you in a position.
Yeah, you have to kind of choose, and it got to the point where
let's be clear, he could sing. He knows how it works. He could do that.
Yeah.
But that would more be of a hobby right now.
It's a hobby. And the thing is, like, and some of my friends know, like, I sing, like, I'll randomly write something, like, I'll be like, yo, let's go to karaoke, just because I want to get something off. But in terms of, like, actually, like, doing it as a profession,
nah, I don't see that.
Now I have a son, and it's, you know what I'm saying?
It's different.
Something had to pop off. And if anything, it got to the point where, like, I might be a writer. And I had got.
That's where I'm at with production.
Yeah, I might.
I'd rather be a ghost producer or somebody that orchestrates what they're doing.
Yeah, I might write
and actually make the actual beats and shit.
I don't need to be the artist.
Yeah, we off that, like, being in the. Wow. Yeah, as long as it makes to generate the money and everything else.
That both of you Had you both been discovered?
I mean, yes,
Yeah,
that
I mean
could have
that's
happened.
the yeah,
That
that's
could
the
have
whole thing as it
happened, but
goes.
it would have been a different situation. But like, he's different for what he's do, and I'm different for what he do. Let's talk about Puffy real quick. Let's talk
Do
about
we gotta talk about Puffy?
We ain't really talk about Puffy. Listen, Puffy's fucked up, niggas.
Let me just say before we get into now, making a band was my shit. Day 26 first 2 albums, classics.
Wait, what's making the band though?
So from the first
band,
one, when he had made him go get cheesecake.
Okay, they had a second album.
Yeah, that second one. That's that because
That
had,
was making the band.
Well, Day 26 had 2 albums. The first
Day 22 has 6 albums.
Yeah. The first one I just liked the show, but the Day 26 and the Danity Kane was when I was really into the music that they was making.
But the band made 1 album.
The band made 1 album.
Okay, so you got the band.
That was fine. The show was better than what was going on.
No.
But I think it was like season 3 or something was Day 26 in them, and I was a fan for real. They was doing what they had to do. That's the first time I ever seen, battle rap and beat battles. First time I ever seen a singing battle on TV.
Was that?
It was making the band 3.
Was making the fucking band. God damn. Oh shit.
So I'm gonna give him his props for that. Now we can shit on him.
Is there anything you want to ask this nigga? We've been over an hour. I don't know what we talked about. We talked about a lot of shit. Is there anything that you want to ask him or make
like
sure you ask him?
what's it called? Like 50 Cent said in Power.
What shit? The fuck is this?
Whatever they said he did.
He did.
Nigga, guilty as fuck.
When we talk about phony
But yeah, any other questions? What else we
Single Life Bird Married, Single for the Summer, that was the last song we did.
Yeah. Married Life versus Single Life. Yeah, we did most. You got anything else? Anything else I want to say?
You can talk about ask me a question.
Yeah,
if you want to ask me anything, you can ask me anything.
Yeah, so this is, and I'm gonna keep it 100. When I was growing up, and I saw you.
Oh God!
Why because like this is, I admired you most for your production. So why didn't you go?
Why not keep with the producer?
Like outside, or like because you was obviously I've been to beat battles. You was doing the whole thing. Like why didn't you just go hard producer on some like?
Because production wasn't my first love.
Okay.
Production was never my first love. Production was something I had to do because nobody else was giving me beats. So I produced because I had to
rap on something.
Kanye kind of did that.
Yeah.
Kanye was really a rapper that just made beats because he needed to make beats at the time. So I kind of was that. And what happened was I love production. I love production. But I'm at the point now where I don't want to produce, per se, and I would like help the production, but I don't want to be the main person producing the record. I don't get nothing off of that. That's where I'm at right now. But I fuck with niggas that fuck with my production. I know a lot of niggas fuck with my production probably more than my rapping. Let's be clear.
Okay.
I know that, like, because I was a rapper first, and then I became a producer, and then I kind of stuck on that, and then I kind of blended it too. But it's all good. Like I understand if you fuck with anything I do, I appreciate it. But
that was just me as a young kid,
Yeah, I never really was like I never really was like, yo, I got to do the production because I did the production as a means to end type of situation. So even though I could make beats and I love making beats or I love the production of the making beats, I also want to add in what I had to say as far as like rapping wise or shit like that. So it would always be a situation. And I know with you, like, I had you with the beat battles and with all that shit. So I'm making beats. It's like, oh shit, why are you not making beats no more and shit like that. So, but I always was like DJ was the golden boy because he did everything correctly.
So look, to end off. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We about to come in. We're about to come in. Go ahead.
I just want to say that when he said that, I did agree with him because I often compare myself to you. And you know, you did do everything right. You know,
As far as what?
So yeah. So I'll say everything right in terms of society. It doesn't really mean what life. You know, there's a lot of things in life, but I will say that like y'all played a part in that. You can't say that y'all are not a part of that because what I did as a youngin, seeing y'all, you 7 years older than me.
I'm like
You're
20.
12. I think 12. Yeah, 12.
Yeah, something like. Yeah, I'm 12. I was 12 when you was born. I was 12.
Yeah. Y'all, I watched, right? And I watched like what I admired about y'all.
Did you really
and I
like?
took it.
Did you really like watch and observe?
I
like,
observed it, and let me tell you how I observed it. I didn't observe one way. I observed holistically, meaning the shit that y'all got yelled at about, and y'all did.
We got in trouble about a lot of shit. We got in trouble about a lot of shit.
The things y'all was getting. I was like, well, let me not do that. So I learned from y'all experience because I was like, all right, well, they did this. This is how it ended up. I don't want to be in that position, so I'm not going to do that.
That's smart. That's smart. That's
so between both of y'all, you know, y'all kind of gave me the blueprint of what not to do. So I was like, if I just do this, I should be good.
Is there anything you would like to say, brother? Anything I didn't bring up? Anything you would like to say about your come up? Anything? Clear it up. We about to go eat. It's fucking Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I would just say, just based off, I ain't tell my full story based off whatever. If you feel like you wanted to do something and then it pivots, it's okay. That might be what you meant to do. I wanted to be an eye doctor. I want to be a singer. I still sing, but no longer what I want to do.
That nigga ain't singing.
But I found
that nigga making money.
I found my passion in people through something I never thought it would be. So what I really say is like, if you just want to pivot and you find something, go do it. Because it don't matter how old you are, you can be successful in that. And I think that's dope.
We at 1:30 right now. Yeah, everybody say what they gotta say.
Yeah.
You
so like, so don't feel like you were attuned to a timeline. I'm here with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, have my life. I want to do something.
So you still working for E&J?
Yeah.
Okay. So look, this man here is.
I'm still in it. If any of y'all want to learn more about wine, and y'all want to learn about it in a fun way, Wine with Deej, hit me up on my Instagram at Simply Deej, SIMPLY_DEEJ. He's probably gonna tag it, but
I'm gonna tag it.
That's what I do. I teach you about wine and spirits in a way that you're gonna learn something. If you want to flex on your friends next time you go to a fancy
what happens when they get saucy for the ladies? The saucy ladies.
Yeah. I tell you, like, dudes, I have a great reviews of those first dates when you go to a nice spot and you like, hold up, where the wine menu? I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we're gonna be good. So hit me up. But either way, shout out my cousin, big cousin out here. Shout out my sister. Shout out my family. It's Thanksgiving. We out here doing what we gotta do. Shout out the podcast.
Nigga.
Attention Whores doing what that.
Attention Whores podcast episode 4.
He done got my PC ass out here to talk. So
I had to get him for the real shit. I got him for basically the real shit.
So
you know what I mean? But you know what it is? Attention Whores podcast episode 482. You know what I mean?
Cheers.
We drinking. It's Thanksgiving weekend. Shout out to my whole family. We gonna be soon. I got a Black Friday episode coming soon. You know what I mean? Pardon me, but that's what it is, nigga. You got anything else to say? Anything you want to say?
This was excellent. I feel like I got to know you a lot more,
and
I like
your brother or me.
My brother.
Okay, I'm making sure. I gotta make sure. All right, niggas.
Well, yeah, we good.
We good?
Yeah,
we good. You sure?
Are we 90 minutes in? Hell yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's
peace out.
Let's take a picture.
Oh, I'm gonna be drunk. I think I finished.
I know you drunk. Yeah, you drunk.
Yeah.